In this video, I'm going to give away 5 simple indicators that can confidently help you find a demand of the product in the market. So keep watching. Well, the number one indicator for demand in the market has always been in front of you. It is the reviews. The reviews of product give you an estimate about what has been its history in the past. As a thumb rule, you must always remember you only get about 2 to 3% reviews of your orders. That means if you're selling about 100 units of your product, you can only expect about 2 to 3 reviews at max per 100 orders. So now talking with an example, if you look at this particular screenshot, you can see that a lot of these listings for this particular product have decent number of reviews. That means there has been decent number of orders for these products in the past. But if you look at this particular screenshot from Jungle Scout, you can see that the reviews are very low over here. That is a direct indicator that the demand for the product in this market is not that much. Alright, well, the second indicator in the demand in the market is no surprise, is the BSR, or the best seller rank of the product. Now, it's no surprise that Amazon has at least 100,000 products in every of its prime category. If you have a product which has its rank as close to 0 as possible, that means it's selling well, because rank on Amazon is a very dynamic attribute and it changes on a daily basis. So as a thumb rule, that what I like to see is a handful of products on the first page of a niche that you're trying to explore must have their ranks at least under 20,000. A free tool to figure out how many sales a product must be making on the basis of its rank is the Jungle Scout's estimator. So just head to junglescout.com/estimator and enter the rank of the product, select the category and select the marketplace that it is in, and just hit enter, and it'll exactly tell you as an estimate how many sales a product is getting on a monthly basis on average. Alright. The third indicator that I like to always look for when I'm evaluating a product or a niche is the search volume on Amazon. Now, how do you get that? Well, there is a cheap tool in the market called Merchant Words, which just charges you $9 per month to give you an estimate about how many searches a keyword is getting on Amazon. So for example, picking up the product from our previous Jungle Scout starter series, we had figured that air purifying bags has had some potential in the market. So if you look at the search volume for air purifying bags as a keyword, you can see that the average search volume is about greater than 10,000, and that's what I like to see. You must see at least 15,000 searches for your primary keyword on Amazon.com. But take that as a grain of salt, because these numbers are only estimates. Just consider it to be 50% of that, just to be very conservative about the fact that these are just estimates and they don't get their data directly from Amazon. Alright, coming to the fourth indicator, which is my most favorite one, and it is absolutely free. It is trends. It's Google Trends.
James Bond.
So all you have to do here is basically pick your most broad keyword, go to Google Trends, which is trends.google.com, and enter that broad keyword and hit enter. Make sure you select the country that you want to target. For example, in this example, I've selected United States, and you set the time frame to a minimum of 12 months so that you get an understanding about what kind of search trends is that particular keyword having in that time frame. So as you can see in this example, air purifying bags has been having a growing trend over here, which means the demand for that in the market is gradually increasing, which means that if you were to pick that product, it could be working in your favor. Now let's take another example from our previous video, which was disposable cutlery set. Now if you search for that on Google Trends, you can see that this has been having a very consistent demand in the market, and if you draw a line of average over here, you can see that it is somewhere around the 50s. So it means that it has some consistent demand, and it has had a lot of demand in the past as well. Now, quick tip, if you're comparing two products and if you want to pick one, what you can do is you can put multiple keywords over here on googletrends.com, and you can overlap the trend graphs for both of those products and see which one is performing better. Now, if you look at this particular graph over here, you can clearly see that the air purifying bags relatively has an increasing demand over the past year as compared to the disposable cutlery set, which has had a very linear demand in the past. So if I were to put my money on something, I'd rather pick a product which is having a growing demand in the market. Alright, now it's time for the last and the most interesting indicator in the market, which a lot of people skip, a lot of people miss and don't even think about it in the first place. But I do, and I want you all to take note of this. Well, it's social media. Well, social media is a very interesting tool for you to figure out a demand for the product in the market. What you can do is basically just go to websites like Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube and search these platforms with the brand name of your competitor. So for example, I was just recently looking for products in the yoga niche on Amazon.com, and I figured 𝗦𝗵𝐵 was one of the listings that was coming at the very top. So I just picked their brand name, which is 𝗦𝗵𝐵. I went to facebook.com and I just typed in 𝗦𝗵𝐵 and I hit enter. As you can see, the 𝗦𝗵𝐵 page pops up and it has about 5,700 likes, which is definitely a good number of likes. Now don't stop there. What I also did was I actually went to Instagram. I discovered their 𝗦𝗵𝐵 profile and I saw that it has about 14,000 followers and they had a very interesting and active profile. And they have been recently posting. Now this really builds up the confidence that people are looking forward to such kinds of products in the market. People are actually interested in that brand. So if you were to start a brand in a similar niche, you can also get those people or audiences towards your brand. Now make sure that you might not find all of the brands on all of the platforms. Some brands are very inclined towards certain platforms. Some brands you might just find on YouTube, some brands you might just find on Instagram, or if there's a brand which has been doing very good with social media, they might have their presence on all of the 3 platforms. But social media is a very great indicator to tell you exactly what kind of demand a product is having in the market. Alright, so those were the 5 indicators. Just to summarize everything once again, the number 1 is reviews of a product. Number 2 was ranks. The number 3 was search volume of a keyword on Amazon.com. Number 4 was the search trends from a free tool called Google Trends. And number 5, and the most interesting one, was social media. So use these 5 indicators to figure out the demand for a product in the market, figure out the demand for the niche in the market before you put that hard-earned money on that product. So I hope this video helped you guys. Let me know down below in the comment section if you've been using any of these indicators, or if you know any other indicator that you have been using successfully to gauge the demand for the product in the market. I am happy to always answer you. I am happy to always have a discussion down below in the comment section, and I'm always active for you guys. Well, I will see you in the next video. Till then, keep crushing it and find that next product.
Alright, well guys, we have landed in China, and as you can see, we're just heading to the baggage claim. I am not sure. Yeah, this one is our baggage claim belt. Well, let's see how does this. Here we are. We have just reached somewhere around our hotel.